Hey guys, welcome to Elden Ring. So we're going to do a new playthrough here with a strength build. Going to get that set up here in a second. So as you can see, we have our character here. Name of this character, Gronk Big Bonk, because it is a strength character. Other than that, we're starting off with, I think, the golden seed. Yeah, I picked the golden seed. And just jumping into the game now. Right here at the start of the game, as per, kind of the usual. Just go through and get the basic stuff. We're gonna head down and fight the guy down here, the graphical scion, I believe his name is. Yeah, it's a pretty good build. Got rid of the shield, double-handed the weapon to do maximum damage. We're going with a high damage build here. Medium poise, I would say. Not gonna do like a whole lot, but we want him to be a big enough tank that we can definitely take one or two hits, but most of our time is going to be spent dodging the hits and then delivering our own KOs. So Grafted Scion drops down. I go for the lunging attacks here because that's kind of my favorite style with the big attacks. I do a lot of jump R2s, dodging his attacks, and I feel like I dodged that one, but I guess he got me with a little bit of a clip there. Barely dodged that one. Whiffed that swing. And here he comes with that, which I rolled out of, and I thought into iframes, but no iframes were available. And here we wake up in the lands between. So I skip going through the tutorial right now, just go straight up the lift. After we open this door, I skip past the little room here that you can go into with if you have a stone key. You can start with the stone key and go in there, but I opted not to because I don't like to go in there until later. Other than that, it's pretty much just run up to the surface. Alright, out in Limgrave here, we're going to go get this Grace, and then we're going to go talk to that dude over there, go through his entire dialogue. After talking with him, getting the basics of Grace and the head to cast a Stormveil, one of the two. We're going to head over to the little burned out church here. Go to the left side to avoid the tree sentinel guardian, the big ass knight on the horseback there who will absolutely wreck your shit if you're not careful. Run over here, just grab a couple rune fragments or whatever. And then we're going to head to that church right there. Going in here is like the initial start point for this kind of area, this low level area. It's not too bad throughout this whole area. I'm just going to grab a couple things here. The smithing stone and the grace. And then I think we're going to be on our way to go. I don't even think I stopped here. No, I just kept going. Yeah, head straight over because we got to go get our horse next. So we'll burn through this whole area here. So we get through that little forest and over here. This is where we talk to Melania, and this is where we get our horse Torrent. So without watching all these cutscenes and talking to all these guys, we'll skip to the end. Alright, through the end of that, we're going to level up real quick. So I put 1 point into Dex to get Dex up to 10. Or maybe I can't. No, I can't put points into Dex yet because I didn't do the tutorial area. So I didn't kill the guys down there to get enough points to level up yet. So I gotta, I think, take out this guy. And I think then I have enough points to level up. But we're gonna grab the Lordsorn Longsword out of here, right? Lordsorn Greatsword. And that's gonna be our primary weapon moving forward. I come along the back, through the back of these ruins, not to aggro the guys on the other side of the street, or the guys in the middle of the street. Gonna get sneak attacks on all the gate front ruins guys here. So hiding in the bushes, waiting for this guy to come back across. And then as he does so, coming behind him, misses the backstab and just beat the crap out of him with the weapon. Stop to grab these mushrooms and wait for this dude to pass by. As soon as he does, he's going to get taken out. And here we go now. Right in the back. Got the backstab on this dude. Killed him pretty easily. Now it's just this one guy left. Again, sneak around, crouch, come up behind him. And what did he drop? Oh, he dropped a shield. No, we're not going to use. Cool. And in the back of this, we grab the flail. So from here, we're going to run all the way back to the front. And this isn't too bad. This whole area wasn't really too bad for me. I kind of got pretty good at clearing it out. The only real bad guy you have to worry about is the guy that I usually leave for last. There's a heavy knight. But it's really important. This guy right in front of us there, that guy, he's got that stupid little megaphone. So if you don't kill him right away before he summons people in with that, then you'll have to fight the entire camp on your hands. And that's kind of a pain in the ass. Grab the map over here. Under those stones, you'll find a bunch of them throughout the world. They all have maps underneath of them. And then, other side of the street, to begin systematically clearing this out. Alright, cleared most of the camp. Just got to take this guy out real quick. Now that his partner is far enough away. Drop him. And then we're going to go down into this little room. Treasure hall. I don't know what you'd call this thing. I guess just a room. Open this up and get the whetstone and a new Ash of War. The whetstone allows us to change our Ash of War on equipped weapons, which is kind of cool. We'll be probably using that in the future going forward. Now, all that's left is this guy for the epic showdown. So, sneak up behind him rather, to get that backstab in. Lunging attack. Dodge his spear. I'm trying to stagger him with those R2 attacks, those heavy attacks. I'm trying to stagger him with them, but it's not really working. Try a couple more times, I think, and he tries to hit me with a shield, and then he does a power attack, which I dodge through, but I finally get him when he opens his guard up. One quick second, and then I drop him. After that, run back to the Grace, level up, put 1 point into dexterity. Yeah, we'll put 1 point into dexterity here. I guess 1 point into vigor and endurance too. Did I screw up? I might have screwed up. Uh-oh. That might not be good. Let's see. I think I realized that I screwed up. But now we're going to go up through Stormgate. Out of here. Dodge the falling giant. Continue up through this little path here. We're going to head up here and to the right. I screw around with that guy for a minute, but ultimately nothing comes of it because he's in the back and I skip forward. There's a golden seed under this tree that we're going to pick up. And then you got to dodge the tornado of dogs. That one there. They'll catch up to us here in a second. We're here to the Grace, and we're going to have to deal with the tornado of dogs. As there's the dogs. Sans tornado. Kill the two of them real quick. And then jump up there, grab the stone sword key, which we need. And then we're going to talk to that girl inside the shack here. to get ashes of the jellyfish
Everyone
some
who
depressing
came with me.
content. After that, we're going to head over and talk to Alexander.
Hello?
Over here, we're going to
Can
get
you hear
him
me?
unstuck.
Help me! Oh, my stars! I am.
After that,
at peace.
we're going to head on
My
to do some more of
thanks.
the basic
1,000
stuff that I
thanks.
start out with.
Just give me a good smack
Before
from
we
the
get on
rear
to boss
with
fights,
something
which will
nice
be
and
coming,
big.
don't worry.
And
So after freeing Alexander, grab this grace, which I already grabbed when I dropped down, but come back to it, add a charge to the flask, and then level up. Hopefully I remember to put a point. I can't level up yet. Can I? No. I don't remember to put a point in dex yet. I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, wait. And here we go. It looks like... There it is. The vaunted point index that we've needed since the beginning of this episode. Now we got the Lord Sworn Great Sword. And we're going to take on the Pumpkinhead dude over here. So this fight is either really hard or really easy, depending on any given moment for me. See, the new sword just cuts through this guy like cake, and we just move on with our day. Getting ready to actually head to our first boss. Alright, so we head into Summonwater Village here and fight the Mariner. And this is going to be fought entirely on horseback with a lot of drive-by horsing, as you can see there. A lot of circling, stabbing. It goes pretty easy. He's going to summon a bunch of skeletons here, and when he does that, you move. He's going to slam down. And the best part is he'll actually kill his summons when he does that, so it gets them out of your way. Unfortunately, being undead and us not using the blessed weapon, they're going to come back. One other thing about him is he'll teleport around a little bit, so not too bad, but also kind of annoying, especially if you get hit with that thing, it does a chunk of health, or if you get swarmed with the mobs that come in. But overall, you can see we've got him down to a third of his health now from just sitting there and hacking him while he does nothing. You're essentially just beating an old man in the boat. So morally you can justify that however you need to. At the end of the day, we stun locked him right there, and that's going to wrap it up. After this, we go clear the rest of the villages, or the rest of this village, and there's not much here, honestly. But we did get a death root, and that's going to come in important later. Now, on the other side of this village, the reason that we came over here, I guess I can say that now, to use the stone sword key that we picked up, and I'm going to murder this turtle. But then, we're going to go down there and we're going to get our first, what is it? It's a charm? I'm going to call it a charm. Talisman. That's what it is. It's a talisman. Basically, the stamina talisman is in here. Alright, I skipped ahead to kill the turtle slaughtering, but here we go to get that talisman. Come in here, grab it, and then fairly certain I equip it right away, which is good. Because one of my playthroughs where I was recording for YouTube, I didn't equip it and kept wondering why my stamina wasn't recharging. But essentially that's going to recharge your stamina a lot quicker. As we bypass the war crimes I've committed down there, we get ready for the next section of the journey. So we're going to come up here and we're going to kill this little ball thing, and this is where we're going to get our Ash of War, Divine Ash of War, yeah, Sacred Battle. And we're approaching the Third Church of America here, which was our next stop. You can see it right in front of us there. Going to go straight into the broken wall, try to avoid the giant to the right of that. Here, there's a grace, there's the phylactery thing that we get, the physic, and then there's a tear, a sacred tear, which will increase the healing of our flasks. And then hit the grace, and I don't remember if I leveled up here. I would assume that I would, because I rested here. Definitely change the flask. Now we're going to heal more with the flask. And I think, yeah, level up, looks like. Points in endurance and strength. So endurance is up to 15 and health is up to 15, which is kind of where I wanted them. Now we're going to dump strength for a while. So from here, we're going to head into the forest here. See that Erd tree right there? That's one of the objectives we're going to. We're also going to get a map of this, like, it's like Limgrave East, I think. Anyway, that's where we're going. Welcome to the minor Erd tree. So here we're just going to grab a couple things for the physic, and then a bunch of the plants I'll just run around and grab. Mainly we came here for that, though. And yeah, we got the map already too. Those things, they'll refill your flask if they're down. But other than that, there's not a whole lot here. There is another area just past this Erd tree right directly in front of us here, but we're not at that point yet. After that, teleport back to the Third Church of America, and we are going to go get rid of that death root and unlock a new area on the other side of the world. So follow this around, just past these trees. I was in the wrong spot there. It's right there. I'm going to activate this bad boy, which will teleport us here. Don't fight that guy. I can't stress that enough. That large winged creature with the giant maw that we spawned in front of, I would highly recommend not fighting him right away. Enter the Bestial Sanctum. Here we will get our grace, and then we will talk to this beast dude who we can trade Death Root to. After that whole interaction, teleport back here to the Third Church of America, and then we're going to go kind of up the way that we dropped down to get here. There's a few things that I like to do pre, like, Elden Ring boss fight runs, because all the times I've played this, I've never actually beaten the game, but I've started the game enough times to, like, have a good feeling of, like, a good start, or what's a good start for me. So this is like the normal startup stuff that I do on every playthrough of Elden Ring, just to get like the basic stuff down, so that when we do head up into Castle Stormvale, we don't gotta stop and come back down here to grab a couple things. Everything's pretty much set and we're good to go. Now, I can't stress this enough. As you head up here, make sure you hug this wall, because if you don't hug this wall, you're going to aggro the enemy early, and you don't want to do that. We're going to hug this wall, rather, all the way, and then hop inside that church. From there, you'll get the grace that's right there, and you'll pick up a couple of merchant. Okay, we're going to run out these doors after that's done. Then, basically all you got to do is cross the street. I go over there and I look at this thing. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is really hit the pavement there, and then she'll come. Anastasia, the Tarnished Eater, is our first NPC fight of this run. And as you'll see, she's going to completely wreck my shit like 5 times. It's pretty bad. You can kind of see your moveset here. I'll let this first fight play out, and then I'm going to go into straight fast forward mode through the next like 4 fights until I actually beat her. There were a lot of harsh words said, both on my part and probably on hers. Very happy the camera wasn't recording me during this fight. But yeah, you can see she's absolutely just wrecked my shit. That was pretty cool, huh? So there was like 7 deaths fighting this lady. And this is the one that brings it all home. Smash the gate in frustration. Cross the street. And here we go. So she's going to come out with her standard, like, going to destroy you moves. I'm like, no. And right underneath that, and then just aggressive. And that's, I think, the important part here, is just how aggressive you want to be. Especially with a heavy weapon, it's going to drain your stamina quite a bit. So you never want to go to the bottom. You always want to leave a little bit of room to go up. The fact that it took me several times to remember, or to like, not remember, but to like put into practice, I suppose. Because like, I knew it. I played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring. Before, I haven't beaten it, but like beaten Bloodborne, beaten, what was the other one? Code Vein, played Sekiro. Like, I've played all the Dark Souls series. And I know this. And I still just like did not put it into practice routinely. What I can only imagine throughout this playthrough. As I dance over her corpse, we are victorious. So after that, we're going to come back to Stormhill, and we're going to head north, and we're going to move around the backside of the castle to another area. And I'll see you once we get over there. And we're in Liurnia of the Lakes here. We're going to stop and I think get this. Just stop and get this real quick. And from here, not really much to say. There's an old church here we're going to go into briefly. There's a guy in here that sells spells, but I'm not going to interact with him right now. He's got a full quest thing that we can start at another time. I'll get the sacred tear from there. There's that dude, like I was saying. And we're going to cut through the middle path, through the graveyard, and through the little village on the other side there to get to a merchant. All right, so this is the merchant we wanted to see here. All we're going to buy from him is a lantern. Lantern just hangs across your belt. Makes it going into caves and dark areas super easy because you don't have to have a torch in your left hand. After that, I think we're going to go get the map for this area and then probably just teleport back out of here. Alright, so we head back to the Church of Ella to get ready to start doing some boss stuff. So, I'm going to run down to the beach, and that's where I'll meet back up with you. So, on the beach, we're going to go into this little cave here, activate our torch. You see how nice that is? We don't have to hold it in our hand. We can dual wield our weapon. Come down into the coastal cave. We're going to activate this grace here, and from here, we're going to burn through this dungeon. Alright, grab the old knight, because he's got an NPC questline through here. And then we're getting ready to fight the demi-human chieftains, times 2. So, if you only go to the left first, you'll only aggro the one. Pretty easy boss. He's got some mobs, but honestly, we just shred him. We go through him pretty quick. The knight helps keep the mobs off and keeps the other one busy if he aggroes too. But honestly, very easy. At least for swing. I've had problems with him with the decks and as a caster. I just got a visceral on that here and is done. So now, again, on the other side, there's going to be like 5 or 6 more little goblin guys over there and another chieftain. It goes pretty much exactly the same as the first one did. We just go through. This dude doesn't even know what's happening before he's dead, and then Knight just goes over there. It's crazy. He'll focus aggro on the big one, and I'll just kind of float around. I'll take out some of the little guys, and then I'll take shots at the big guys when possible. But as long as you don't aggro both of them at the same time and get swarmed, you should have a pretty easy time with this. You see our hits are taking like, I don't know, 1/10 of his bar. just like that, fight's over. Enemy felled, and the old knight goes back to his realm, and we continue on to the Dragon Shrine. And here we're just going to make our way into the Dragon Shrine here. Church of Dragon Communion, boom. And this shrine. Every time you kill a dragon, you come here, you exchange its heart for powers. That's pretty much it. Off to the side, over here, there is one other guy that we got, and that is just a little, like, those little, like, dung beetle guys. And he's just got, what does he have? He's got an Ash of War. I can't remember which one it is. That guy right there, you just go and kill him real quick. You can drop him into the water. You kind of do whatever you want to do. Oh, that's the, right, that's not the Ash of War, that's the smoothing stone. From there, we're going to go back to the Church of Ella. And after trying to get the bell from the witch at the Church of Ella, I just decided to say screw it. And we transported a round table hold after talking to Melania. And from here, we're not going to talk to her. I don't want to deal with that. I get kind of lost for a second. There's the smith to upgrade weapons. I'm kind of thinking about what we should do, where to go. Go back to the main room. Cut to the left, far left, and then go all the way down to the merchants. And all I'm going to buy from them is, right now, is just the little summoning bell. Because that's going to be useful when we start to summon things in. After that, I look around for a little bit. There's no heavy weapons here. It's kind of what I was looking for. And I was thinking about coming back and getting those dogs, but just didn't really happen. From there, we're going to go back to the Church of Ella, hop on our horse, and we're going to get ready to go to the area where we're going to close this episode down at. So, just going to head straight west, well, northwest, really, from the Church of Ella. Go around the ruins here. There's nothing really here. There's some hollows up here on the right, but otherwise you want to head straight to that back wall where there's a little burial ground, honestly. It's not really a dungeon, and it's not really like a treasure trove. It's just kind of a burial area. So we're going to drop in here and open up these doors. Turn on our light, of course. We went and spent $1,800 on. And as we enter the church, we'll come all the way down to the grace here in the Stormfoot Catacombs. So this is where we'll start the next episode. And it'll flow a little bit easier. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.